It's 80s night here at the ballpark as we welcome you in to Rec Field, Easton Stockford. Hugo Traverso and Hugo, a festive night. A lot of 80s songs blasting through the park. The Packers have on their City Connect jerseys, 80s inspired with the neon socks. We have a jersey auction. We got some beautiful Chevrolet cars outside from the Healdsburg Chevy, and it's a PEL matchup. Packers are taking on the Mudcats. So much to look forward to tonight, but what are you looking forward to?
I'd say I'm looking forward to another great night of Prune Packer baseball and another great offensive shootout here. The Packers pitching staff gets another opportunity to show off their stuff here with Paul Grossman starting on the mound against a team that has been red hot, whether they're winning games or losing games, sitting currently at 500 in the Solano Mudcats. You know, it doesn't matter if they're down 6 or up 6. You never know. Anything can happen with this team. They can be down 6 and come back and win by 8. They can be up 6 and lose the game by 12. So it's happened. They've been through the throes of it this year, kind of like the San Francisco Giants, and we'll see what they can do as we head into this game.
It's been a fickle game for the Mudcats. You have a look at some of their stats. They have the most runs, the most hits, second most doubles, most triples, fourth most home runs, most runs batted in. Definitely a very strong offensive team. When you look at their pitching stats, maybe not quite as good as we have a look at their lineup. Brendan Murphy leading off, playing shortstop for the Mudcats. Tyler Crudo batting second, playing second. Max Garcia batting third, playing third. And then playing first, batting cleanup is Zach Goldenberg. In the 5 spot, out in left field, Wyatt Davis. He might be a name to look out for tonight. Mason Kelly in the 6th hole, the designated hitter. Teo Cooper in right field, batting 7th. And then 8th and 9th is the center fielder, Joseph Torres, and Gilbert Roth. At catcher on the mound for them tonight is Henry Myers. Looking in the field for the Packers, your starting pitcher tonight is Paul Grossman out of the University of Southern California. He's joined by Trey Martinez, who is behind the plate as the names get announced now. Rex Watson in center field, Zane Kelly in left, Will Van Wee in right as they surround him. The infield, Cade Campbell at third and Mansberry at short on that left side. And on the right side, it's Brendan Lewis and Dane Morrow. Jake McCoy, the designated hitter, in his final game as a Prune Packer as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think the thing to look out for here in the Mudcats lineup is they're a hungry team. There are a lot of guys that played at Sonoma State when the program got shut down. But the big thing is the 4-5 right there. Goldenberg, he's got an 800 slugging percentage coming into this thing. One of the best in the PEL, if not the best PEL player for putting bat on ball. And then Wyatt Davis, who's been a standout out of the University of San Francisco. Both guys are looking to have a lot of fun tonight. Gilbert Roth as well, also hit with Coach Gum. So a bit of a chance for some revenge here for these players.
So those are the lineups. We'll send you down to C.C. Brenner for the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn? It shines through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star
So some mic malfunctions down there for CC, but a little help from the crowd there to get the job done before it's fixed back up. Paul Grossman, as we said on the mound, Trey Martinez behind the plate looking at Grossman. A very talented left-handed arm out of the University of Southern California. Didn't play a whole lot last year, but was very, very good when he did. Looking at his high school career, 184 innings pitched at Northwood High School, where he had a 1.29 career ERA. He was league MVP as a junior, a 4-time All-Pacific Coast League player, and frankly, one of the best players in Northern California.
Yeah, and we'll see what he can do right here. He's got a 0 ERA on the year, 7 innings pitched in 4 appearances, 9 strikeouts, 4 walks. USC's really going to need Grossman next year. I think he's going to see a lot of innings next year after pretty much the entirety of that pitching staff has departed. The entirety of that team has departed. They've been absolutely wrecked by the transfer portal. We saw Mason Edwards get drafted today by the Athletics, so congratulations to him. A lot of excitement for that team as they look to really, elevate that program. A regional last year, a super regional this year, hoping to make it to Omaha under what is, a great coach. And in talking to Coach Stankiewicz, he had a lot of great things to say about Grossman and a lot of great things to say about the program and where it's headed. I was able to speak with him at a football game and then later on in the spring, and he's highly in praise of the pitching staff that they've put together. They got a new pitching coach this year. They're really excited about what they're going to do next spring, and I'm really excited, frankly, to see what USC can do with a lot of former Packers actually on that roster.
A team that went very deep all the way to a super regional this year and a very, very good year. Grossman only went 1.1 innings for them, but got to experience it all and kind of dipped his toes in the water of what it's like to play playoff baseball. Let's throw down from Martinez, and we are ready to go here at Rec Park on this beautiful Saturday evening.
Yeah, and something to mention, some of these Packers might be playing their last games here. We know that Jake McCoy is. Cade Campbell, he's a senior, got, I believe, graduate year of eligibility left, among others. Not totally sure, but Rex Watson, I believe a redshirt sophomore, potentially around that 21 age. Matthew Mansberry, he is eligible for the draft, although I don't believe he's going to sign if he does get drafted. A few others. You've got a really talented squad here, a lot in the bullpen that could see their names called tomorrow.
First pitch of the game, and that one popped up left side. Cade Campbell ranging into foul grounds, and 1 pitch. 1 out for Paul Grossman.
Yeah, great job there by Grossman. You just really want to start things strong here. And, get things going. Get your jersey paid for. You got a jersey auction going on here in Rec Park, so if you haven't been able to come down to the ballpark, make it down right now and bid on some jerseys. They're authentic, game-worn.
Now stepping in, Tyler Crudo. First pitch to him is low and away, 1-0. Of course, the MLB draft going on right now at Matthew Mansberry, ranked 216 in that draft. Hideki Prather, who is not in the lineup today, at 432. That one catches the outside corner for a called strike. Mansberry is over at short. Prather has been on fire as of late. One now for Grossman as he fires to Crudo. That one cut on and missed, ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, Crudo is one of those guys. A number of these guys are on this team that went to Sonoma State. They're local kids, but after athletics got cut for the Seawolves, he transferred and he went to Stanislaus State.
The 1-2 from Grossman, that one slashed foul at the plate. Crudo will stay alive.
He plays with one of our interns, actually, Eli Hancock, over there at D2 Stanislaus State.
Playing second base today on deck is Max Garcia, the third baseman. The 1-2. That one hit sharply down the third base line, but well foul into the Packer bullpen.
Yeah, Crudo's one of these veteran alumni of this Mudcats team. We got Crudo, Garcia, Davis, all three of them in the lineup, returners from last year.
The 1-2. Grossman breaking ball just misses. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Crudo honestly could be playing his last game as a Mudcat. He's just graduated from Stanislaus State. Local kid out of Calistoga. So there's a lot of local families coming into Healdsburg for this game.
The 2-2. That one lined right field, ranging over is Van Wee, but that one will be foul. Good battle here from Crudo. Count remains 2-2. Grossman winds and fires. That one inside, got him on the back foot. And a good hard-working at-bat there from Tyler Crudo to reach base.
And Garcia, another one of those Sonoma State guys coming to the plate. I mean, he has some more years of eligibility than Crudo, so transferred to Delta College, where he is right now. Full name is Maximiliano Garcia.
Played in 35 games where he batted .314, drove in 25 runs. No home runs for him at Delta. Grossman stares to the first. First pitch to Garcia. One just off the plate outside, 1-0.
Yeah, he was a part of a kind of a new era at Delta. They got a new coach over there, and I mean, Delta's known of being, you know, one of the premier JUCO programs here in Northern California, and they've kept that consistent.
The 1-0, that one slash foul, ball and a strike now. Grossman, a recent addition to this pitching staff for the Packers. Came in a couple weeks ago. He's had about 3 appearances since, giving up 6 hits in 7 innings. Yet to allow his first run. This is his first start. The 1-1. That one a slider. Catches the outside on the black, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes now for Grossman. He'll pick over to first. Good move, almost got him. Just back in there safely is Crudo. Seamless pickoff move from the lefty on the mound. Definitely fool some guys with that. Grossman, the 1-2. That one hit well to right center. Van Wee over on it. He will make the catch. 2 away.
Yeah, Pack need to just have a really strong start here. And now against Goldenberg, he, as I mentioned, 80% of the time he's able to swing and put the ball in play. So defense has to be ready. If you're going to throw him something over the plate, you might as well and just let your defense work. Mudcats still have that old Cal Collegiate League insignia on their sleeves.
Goldenberg batting .400 this year. First pitch outside, 1-0. It's 24 RBIs, which leads the Mudcats. Also leads them with 16 extra base hits.
Kansas Wesleyan College.
1-0 back over to first. Crudo in there easily.
He's not the first catcher or player to play against the Packers from Kansas Wesleyan. We've had a few, but Justice Brinson, a local kid from Santa Rosa, just committed there, another catcher. So he's going for his last year of eligibility. Wishing him the best. D3 kickback, or well, D2, now D3, Azusa Pacific. Back to the JC, and then now off to Kansas Wesleyan.
Count 1-0. Grossman comes set. Fires home. That one upstairs. 2 balls, no strikes now to Goldenberg as he finds himself in a favorable count. Two 0 on its way. That one cut on and missed. Green light there for Goldenberg, but now 2-1.
Yeah, I think the green light has to be constantly on for him. He's just been so good this year. You got to really trust your guy, and he's your cleanup guy. He's going to clean things up.
2-1 is away. 3-1 count. The only person on the team who is eligible and has a higher batting average is Maximiliano Garcia, who's batting .446 in 65 at-bats. Brendan Murphy technically leads the team. He's 6 for 10, but only 10 at-bats. One things off. That one fouled away. Full count now.
I'm excited to see what Grossman throws here. 3-2, 2 down. Runner's going to be in motion. A walk is not the worst thing, but it brings up Wyatt Davis, and you know how he can hit, so you really want to get out of the inning right here.
Payoff pitch from Grossman. Fastball, just a low, and that will be ball 4.
And this is a huge at bat early on for Wyatt Davis. The Mudcats, you know, it's not even a guess. It's going to happen. Mudcats are always able to at least take one game of that doubleheader against the Prune Packers up in Solano, which happens tomorrow at 11 a.m. But hoping the Packers can get the sweep. That would be huge.
First pitch from Grossman to Davis in there for a strike. First leg of a 3-game home-and-home series. Solano, not an easy place to play in the Mudcats. Mudcats are 8-5 at home. That one fanned on. 8-5 at home, 4-7 on the road as they sit at 7-11 in conference play. Packers 3-2, haven't been the best on the road this year. Dropped a game in Medford and one in Lincoln as well. The 0-2. Swing and miss slider there. Misses outside. Good job by Davis to lay off. 1-2.
Yeah, Davis swings with Packers coach Joey Gomes. He's a party out front player over at USF.
The 1-2 from Grossman inside on the hands. 2-2. So 2-2 count now yet for Grossman. That one got him looking. Froze Davis at the knees. Grossman strands 2 in the top of the first. No hits, 2 left aboard, no runs across for the Mudcats. Packers will have their first cuts after a quick break. Rex Watson will lead things off for the Packers. Out of Coastal Carolina, facing off against Henry Myers, who's on the mound for the Solano Mudcats tonight. Myers' big right-handed arm. Recently graduated last year, just finished up his first year of college ball. First pitch, that one tapped foul at the plate.
Yeah, Watson doing a good job. He's bounced around out of Manteca, California, and went to USD and then transferred after a great year at USD to Coastal.
Myers redshirted last year, so still has 4 years of eligibility left. That one cut on and missed in the dirt. 0-2 now to Rex Watson.
He's at a Sacramento City College. He works with the fastball, slider, and splitter. I'm pretty sure.
0-2, now the count. Fires home swing and a miss from Watson. Chases 3, put down on strikes, and quick work on the mound from Henry Myers.
Well, Myers has proven to have a lot of great swing and miss stuff, and he's done a great job against a few teams. Back on the 4th of July a week ago, he played against the Humboldt Crabs. 4 innings there, 2 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 earned runs. Fastball topped out at 90. And then back on June 27th, 2 weeks ago, 4 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts, 1 walk, 4 hits.
It's been good for them. That one chopped foul by Dane Morrow, the lefty out of Michigan. He's playing first base today. It feels like he's played almost every single position on the field at this point. He's played second, third. He's played all parts of the outfield and now first. So really just missing shortstop and catcher. The 0-1, that one in the dirt, skips away from Roth behind the plate. Ball and a strike now to Morrow.
He also seems to be experimenting with a 2-seam fastball he's been working on. Overall, pretty solid. Looking at all of his cumulative stats, he's got about a 1.9 ERA. It's pretty incredible.
Swing and a miss there from Morrow, 1-2.
He's also a local guy out of Napa, California. Played American Legion ball up there during his high school summers. Went to Justin Siena High School, which is just a baseball powerhouse.
1-2. 1-2 now for Myers. He fires home to Morrow. That one skips in the dirt, 2-2. His back offense has been very good in their 29 games this season. They rank first in triples, home runs, extra base hits, sac flies, slugging percentage, and are second in total bases hit by pitches. It feels like the 2 best offenses duking it out here this weekend. The 2-2 tomorrow, that breaking ball gets away. Big difference comes on the other side of the field. On the mound, the Packers have been much, much better than the Mudcats. Best ERA in the league, 5 shutouts, which is also first in the PEL. Full count now, the payoff pitch. That one down low, Morrow will leave it there. And a 1-out walk puts the first runner aboard for the Packers for the hot bat of Trey Martinez.
Martinez homered yesterday, and it was a pretty big homer. So we'll see if he can keep it going right here. Would be great for the Pack if they're able to start bringing things around a lot earlier than they did yesterday. And with the wind blowing out to right field, it's going to play to be a nice ballpark for Zane Kelly when he comes to the plate.
First pitch to Martinez. That one popped up into foul ground on the first base side. His last 3 appearances, Martinez gone 3 for 11 with a double, a home run, 2 RBIs, a walk, a hit by pitch. Having a very, very good slash line. Also has been one of the best average guys on the Packers All year. The 0-1. That one away. Ball on the strike now. Martinez batting .378 this year with 2 home runs. Only 2 people above him are Cade Campbell and Rex Watson. One the count. Myers fires home. That one hit to right field for a base hit. Morrow on his way to third. Martinez will hold up at first. Morrow will stay on the opposite corner. Runners on first and third. 1 away now as Jake McCoy will kick in his last game as a Prune Packer.
And don't hate it at all there from Martinez. Great job. Pitch outside. Swings and hits a beautiful single there down that right field line.
So Jake McCoy at the plate, righty-righty matchup against Myers. One away. Martinez at first, Morrow at third. Still 0-0 here. As that one flared to second base, Crudo camped underneath it. And McCoy retired on 1 pitch for the second out.
Oh, here comes Cade Campbell. Campbell's a reliable bat for the Pack, and it's great to see him here. Hideki Prather also could be drafted. He's draft eligible. Of course, he'd then have to make the decision to either continue as a Packer and go back to Cal next year or take the opportunity. I would assume in talking to him, he's going to head back to Cal for next year.
First pitch to Campbell. That one hit sharply, almost stays fair, but just foul. Likely would have scored the run there. Would have been a tough play over at third for Garcia.
Do you remember Bryce Love, the running back for Stanford?
No.
Almost won the Heisman, was right after Christian McCaffrey. I always call, that the juniors wanting to stay, that's the Bryce Love quandary. He had a great year his junior year, could have gone to the draft, decided to stay, get his degree at Stanford.
The 0-1 in the dirt. Good job behind the plate by Roth to keep it in front.
And then he dealt with some injury issues his senior year. Got drafted in the second round when he was a projected top 5 pick if he had gone his junior year. And after, I believe, 3 or 4 games in the NFL, tore his ACL and never played football again.
One. Swing and a miss there from Campbell. 1-2 now.
So that's the question that a lot of these players face. It's the question that Billy Beane faced when he played baseball. Do I go? Or do I stay and get my degree? And the degree is always there. You can go back and get it. But is that opportunity always going to be there? That's for the players to decide.
1-2 count now to Campbell. You know what they say. That one skips the dirt. Another good block there by Roth. If you build it, he will come.
Okay.
Good movie.
It is a good movie. Great movie.
Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams. Love it. They've built a lot around there recently.
2-2 count now to Campbell. California Golden Bear. Myers fires home, check swing again. Roth, just a brick wall behind the plate. I know the Northwoods Summer Ball League is actually playing, I believe, their all-star games out at the film site for Field of Dreams.
That's incredible. I'll have to watch that. I did not hear about that. I heard about an MLB game there again this year, but not a Northwoods League game. That's got to be a lot of fun, especially with how big that league is.
Payoff pitch, and oh my goodness. That ball was obliterated. It was foul, but my lord, Cade Campbell squashed that ball.
That was mashed there by Campbell. I should say, in the Bryce Love story, there's always a good ending, and his life dream was to become a pediatrician and become Dr. Love, and quitting football allowed him to go back, pursue that dream at Stanford, and eventually accomplish that dream. And he's now a pediatrician in the Bay Area. So a lot of love for Bryce Love, one of my favorite college players I've ever seen play.
Second try at a payoff pitch. That one inside. It'll be ball 4. So that'll load up the bases now for Zane Kelly here in the bottom of the first.
And with this wind just blowing all so much gingerly out to right field, I'm excited to see what Kelly can do here. He's been in a bit of a micro slump as of recent, but I think right now would be the greatest time for him to break out of it.
Kelly kind of been in and out of the lineup. He's been hot and cold. As Myers comes set here, bases loaded. First pitch to Kelly, loops in there for a called strike. Yeah, the Northwoods games for the All-Star game being played in Dyersville, Iowa, where the Dyersville Dreamers play in that league at the same field at the Field of Dream site.
Got a lot of former Packers actually playing in that league. A lot of former PEL guys playing in that league this summer.
0-1 to Kelly, tapped foul at the plate. 0-2 now. Myers close to getting out of a tight jam here.
Former Player of the Year Cameron Sewell is up there. I believe actually co-hitter of the year from the Crabs last year. And Jay Souza's up there, recent transfer to USC from Texas Tech. So he's one of the guys the Trojans are using to reload. He's a Hawaii product. Great guy, great family. Love the Souza family.
0-2 to Kelly. That one poked on the first base side, just foul. Awfully close there at first, but umpire had a good view of it. We'll retry the 0-2.
That's just maybe 2 inches, a little bit more left. That's likely down the line, scores a couple.
Kelly pulls the ball a lot. Wind's blown out to left, not right today, which isn't quite favorable for him. The 0-2 on his way. That one hit well to right field. Ranging back is Kopp all the way to the fence and a leaping catch just before the wall. So Zane Kelly just misses one. It's one hit for the Packers. They strand 3. Good job by Henry Myers. He leaves the bases loaded. 0-0 the score through 1. Paul Grossman back to the mound for his second inning of work, facing off against Mason Kelly, Teo Kopp, and Joseph Torres, the 3-2 up for the Solano Mudcats. Kelly, the designated hitter, leading things off this inning, batting out of the 6th spot. We'll see what he has to offer. Batting .350 this year, 9 extra base hits. First pitch chopped over to short. Mansberry picks it up on his forehand. Throw on to first on the money, 1 away.
Well batted ball there by Kelly, another Stanislaus State guy on this roster, but Mansberry just showing off his glove yet again.
So that'll bring up Teo Kopp, right fielder for today's game. Ranked .370, a lot of high averages on this Mudcat team. First pitch, outside corner, called strike. It's an interesting dynamic because they're batting .332 as a team, but as a pitching staff, the Packers are holding runners to a .173 average. Imagine the truth lies somewhere in the middle for how this 3-game series will go.
I mean, when you're a team like the Mudcats and you can put 20 runs up in a game at any given time, I think that this series is going to be very interesting.
Grossman fires home. That one called strike.
I'd almost compare them to use the comparison. Because Grossman's on the mat. I'd compare the Mudcats kind of to a Lincoln Riley football team. Great offense, but the defense is subpar.
Grossman fires. That one chopped down the third base side and foul. So now count 1-2.
I think all USC fans, including Grossman, can understand that. The weariness of those Lincoln Riley shootouts. I think they've taken 10 years off my life personally.
The 1-2 / foul will retry.
You at ASU, I mean, Dillingham, he does a good job.
Yeah.
He's a great coach. I really believe in Kenny Dillingham.
Nice guy. Family man.
Yeah, that Dan Lanning coaching tree is just so incredibly top tier. It makes me really happy.
The 1-2 now from Grossman. That one hit again to Mansberry, who will collect. Fires on to first and 2 away for Grossman in the top of the second.
And now you have Torres, we weren't able to find really anything about, mainly because he shares the name with a Cleveland Guardians assistant coach, but we'll see what he can do here.
Torres batting .253, the lowest average of anyone in the lineup today.
Yeah, Roth, who's on deck, he's another party out front guy.
Check that. Roth has the lowest at 200. So the 8-9 hitters, as typical in baseball, have the 2 lowest averages. 1-0 now after the first pitch ball. That one softly flared over to Mansberry, and he will do it all himself. 3 outs from Matthew Mansberry, 2 infield assists, and a pop up there. 3 up, 3 down for Grossman. No hits for the Mudcats just yet. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Will Van Wee leading things off here for the Packers in the bottom of the second. Stranded, the bases loaded after 2 straight outs from the back. McCoy and Kelly could not get the job done after a 2-out walk from Campbell. And that one popped up right side, long run for Kopp into foul ground, and that one drops foul, 0-1. So 0-1 now for Van Wee out of Houston. He's had himself a solid year. Been a part of a versatile and ever-changing outfield core. McCoy, Kelly, Van Wee. Dean Morrow gets out there. Rex Watson, Cannon Golden. Slew of choices for Coach Gomes. That one waved at, 0-2.
I feel like the outfield is probably the most stacked it's ever been with the Packers. Normally they have, premium infielders, Andrew Vaughn, just to name one. But this year it's been the outfield that's been so stellar.
The 0-2 to Van Wee in the dirt. Good stop by Roth, despite there being no one on. And a good waste pitch there on the mound for Myers.
Jared Sundstrom, I believe he played a lot of third base here. I think he is an outfielder for the Mariners in their organization. But Blake Burke, name a few. I mean, they've had great infielders, but outfield, solid.
The 1-2 inside. Oh, almost got him. 2-2 count now as Van Wee ducks out of the way.
And wind's pretty much died here at the ballpark, which is nice for the Pack. They're going to get a good shot here for right-handed hitters to really show off that pull that they have in Van Wee, Lewis, and Mansberry.
The 2-2 to Van Wee. Chop back up the middle, picked up by Murphy. Oh, it gets away. Into center field it goes. Van Wee will reach base on an error by Brendan Murphy. And nobody out, a runner on first. Good start to the inning, a fortuitous bounce.
And that one was roped through the infield.
That one going to be ruled a hit.
And now it's your guy from Santee, California.
Brendan Lewis. We have a fun little segment coming out on Instagram. That one in the dirt. Another good stop. Great game behind the plate through just one inning, no outs. Gilbert Roth has been very good. Probably saved a couple of free 90s last inning, maybe a run. Van Wee has speed over at first. In the Instagram video, we had some of the players not from California try and pronounce California cities. That one chopped foul down the third base side by Lewis, ball and a strike.
Great stop there. I think that was Ferguson over there sitting down, talking with Matthew Austinfort and Jack Paris, and he made a great snag with his glove.
The 1-1 count. Myers comes set, checks over to first. Only a couple steps off his Van Wee. Fires home to Lewis. That one hit sharply. Third base side, fair ball. Van Wee on his way to third. He's hustling. Lewis looking for two. And they will both hold up where they're at. Two in scoring position. A no-out double for Brendan Lewis.
Lewis doesn't normally lead off with doubles, but I believe the one game he did, he almost hit for the cycle. So we'll see what he can do here in this game.
So that'll bring up Matthew Mansberry, the high school graduate committed to the University of Michigan. One of the guys on this Packer team who could go in the draft in the coming days.
He actually led off in with a triple that game. But yeah, Mansberry and his own teammate actually, who's ranked a little bit higher than him, left-handed pitcher. He's at about 95 miles an hour, ranked 132 on the MLB pipeline.
Myers comes set. Lewis off a second. Van Wee over at third. Nobody out here. First pitch to Mansberry, a breaking ball outside.
Sean Sullivan, that is actually one of the great players at Walsh Jesuit High School that has helped them to state title games over the past couple years alongside Mansbury.
2-1 to Mansbury. That one hit through the 6-5 hole. On his way home is Van Wee. Lewis turns the corner. He's heading for the plate. He'll score with ease. 2-0 Pack. Matthew Mansbury opens the score.
That's great to see from the Michigan commit. Really excited to see what he can do here this summer. And I mean, he's already had such a great start. So University of Michigan should be really excited with what they have. He might start next year.
A lot of Michigan guys out here on the Berg. A couple of them in the lineup. Morrow, Mansbury. Those two both go into play for the Big Blue. This brings up Rex Watson now. He's 0 for 1. Led off the game with the strikeout. Having an unbelievable year where he's batting the best average on the team, batting .636. He's 7 for 11 to start off the season. Now 7 for 12, but still equally as impressive. The 1-0 to Watson. That one inside and down. 2-0 hitters count. Count 2-0. Myers takes his time, fires home. Watson will take that one at the bottom of the zone for a called strike. Myers checks the first. Mansbury has some speed. Now he fires home. Breaking ball up and away. 3-1 count now.
And Pack, no outs here early and often is what I talked about and what I've been harping on over the past 2 weeks on Corey's catch-up. Just score early and often and you will win games, and the Packers have done just that.
3-1 inside. Will be a 5-pitch walk for Rex Watson, putting runners on first and second. Still no one out here as Dane Morrow will take his attempt.
Yeah, they're going to be a mound visit here. Myers and Roth talking things over. Wouldn't be shocked if we see a double steal right here. Packers really want to get as much of a cushion as they can.
Roth will trot back behind home plate. Morrow walked in his first plate appearance. Trying to tack on some more. 2 already across here in the bottom of the second. 4 hits already for the Packers, off to a hot start. Myers comes home. There goes Mansbury. He'll be in there standing up at third. No steal from Watson, so that'll put runners on the corners now.
Now Watson just seemed to hesitate there. I think thought that there was going to be a throw down to second, and he didn't exactly take off. We'll see. I mean, maybe get him into motion here.
I wonder if that was part of the plan to get some first and third trickery going here. That one up and away. 2-0 count now tomorrow. This feels like the spot to do it. Have some strikes to give here, up 2-0 in the count.
He surely got some happy feet over there at first. He's dancing around.
Watson goes. Throw down to second. Mansbury will hold up Watson in there safely. So just doing it a couple pitches after Mansbury. Now runners at second and third. Same spot we were just in. No one out.
Yeah, well, I think Pack are going to look to just, they can put this game away early here. I mean, as I mentioned, Mudcats can rally from pretty much any deficit. They've scored, they can score 10 runs in an inning if they need to, but Pack pitching has been solid so far, so getting runs here would be huge.
3-0, cut on and missed. Now 3-1 tomorrow on a pitch that would have been ball 4. So 3-1 the count. Myers trying to avoid walking the bases loaded. That one outside. Now it's 3-2. Pardon me, her scoreboard was a little off there. So full count, Myers set. Big pitch in this bowl game early on. The payoff pitch with no one out. Taken right back up the middle. Going to be a tough play. Diving effort from Crudo, but it gets past. One in to score. Here comes Watson. 4-0 to score. 2 RBI single from Dane Morrow.
Well, there you go here for the Packers. Up 4-0 quickly here, and definitely threatening to take Myers out of this game very early, as we're going to see someone with catcher's gear head out to the bullpen, start warming up. I will say this, if this is any indicator, if the Packers can sweep here, it is an indicator of how good they are comparatively to the rest of the league. The Mudcats have done a great job against the Crabs. They've done a great job against the Potters. The question, though, is can they do a good job against the Packers? And right now the answer is no. And quite frankly, for everyone around the league besides maybe the Potters, the answer has been no. I mean, the Kings got that early on win, but the Packers have just hit a stride and they've been rolling.
That one taken back up the middle by Martinez. Murphy over to Crudo, now to first. Good dig over there by Goldenberg for a twin killing. 2 away with 1 swing there. And now threatening to get out of what has been a nightmare inning is the Solano Mudcats.
Ever since we posted that mic'd up interview with Jake McCoy, he has not let off an inning. He talked about in that mic'd up interview that he did not want to lead off an inning. And once again, he finds himself with 2 outs up to the plate.
Popped out to second with 2 outs in his last at-bat. First pitch to him. Taken back up the middle to straightaway center. Torres ranging in. He will make the catch for the 3rd out of the inning. So a big inning for the Pack. 4 hits for them. Drives across, 4 runs. 2 RBI single from Mansberry. 2 RBI single from Dane Morrow. 4-0 the score as they strand nobody in the bottom of the 2nd.
Well, welcome back here. Caden Castles into the game in relief. Paul Grossman goes 2 innings. No runs, no hits, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. He'll face the 9, the 1, and the 2 for the Mudcats. Gilbert Roth comes up. Mariner out of Caljimer, and the first offering is right there for a called strike. Fastball on the outside part of the plate, 0-1. Castles out of the University of California, Irvine. Sets up. Kicks and fires. Fastball again, swung on and missed, 0-2. Castles trying to get through Roth, who's batting .200 on the year so far for the Mudcats. 0-2 on the way here from Castles. Goes right back to that fastball. It's fouled straight back and off of the mask of Martinez. He's not shook up, though. 0-2 quickly. Castles kicks and fires. Breaking ball, check swing, did he go? First base umpire says no.
It's kind of an interesting call there. Instead of to go with the safe sign, he just shook his head no.
He's been doing that pretty much every time he's been.
Gets the point across.
Yeah, he does. 1-2, swing and a miss. Doesn't matter. Castles is able to put down Roth to start his outing. Here comes Brendan Murphy out of Sacramento City, 0 for 1 here. Popped out to third base to open the ball game on what was the first pitch of the ball game. Castles winds and delivers. That one's low, 1-0.
Pitching staff's fared really well so far. He's done a great job just finding the zone.
1-0 is right down Main Street. 1-1 now.
Feels like a subtle theme, and it seems obvious, but there's stuff from these pitchers on the Packers side are so good that if they just hammer the zone, it's tough to hit them.
The pitch, that one is low. 2-1 now.
But even going back to last night against the Red Tails, when they struggle is when they're walking a lot of guys, they're hitting a lot of batters. They never really get hit too hard. It's when they're giving out the free 90s that they get themselves in trouble.
The 2-1 is grounded hard, and it hits a Rec Park hop over the head of Lewis and kicks up into right field. Will Van Wee is able to field it, and that is what happens here at Recreation Park, folks, that infield. It's almost like it's got jumping beans on it.
Yeah, that was pretty impressive. I think it did a backside cork 1080 there off the half pipe over the infield.
Well, here comes Tyler Crudo, runner on first with 1 down here in the top of the third. Castles sets and fires, and that one is in there for a called strike. 0-1. That single from Murphy is the first hit of the ball game for the Mudcats. (0-1) with 1 down. The pitch. That one is on the outside part of the plate, just off though. 1-1.
This is the first hit of the game for the Mudcats too, on what should have been a routine ground ball. A little unfortunate there, breaking up an early no-hitter.
0-1 now on the way. Check swing, hit right back to the mound. It'll go past Castles to Belu. Belu flips to first for out number 2. Murphy in motion, unable to be brought out on the play, so he'll move up to second. Now Max Garcia will come to the plate. Garcia trying to bring across the first run of the game for the Mudcats. 2 down here. Garcia flew out to right field back in the first, and confusion between Martinez and Castles. So
Wyatt Reich, a 9-year-old, happy birthday, Wyatt Reich.
happy birthday, Wyatt. 9-year-old fan in the crowd today.
No better way to celebrate their birthday than at a Packers baseball game.
So now 2 down for Garcia. The pitch from Castles is a fastball grounded hard to third. Picked up by Campbell. Throw to first. Picked out of there by Dane Morrow. And Garcia is out. That retires the side. The Pack are able to strand one. We head to the bottom of the third. 4-0. Packers lead. Well, welcome back here. Bottom of the third, Cade Campbell will lead things off. It'll be Campbell, Kelly, and Van Wee. Campbell walked in the first. Packers hold a 4-0 lead here on 80s night. Myers back into his third inning of this start. Here's the pitch. That one skips well before crossing home plate, 1-0. Campbell sits and waits. Myers kicks and fires, and that one's in the dirt as well, 2-0. Campbell, the California Golden Bear from Lodi, California, one of the towns we used in today's video. 2-0 is well outside 3-0. On the way, and that one's in the dirt. 4-pitch walk to open things up for Cade Campbell, as now Zane Kelly will come to the plate. Left-handed hitter. Kelly out of San Diego State University. Was one of the best hitters for them this year. Runner on first here. Kelly waits. The pitch. That one is a fastball off the outside part of the plate, 1-0. Went to that two-seamer right there. Went it low and away. 1-0 here. 4 runs on 5 hits for the Pack. No runs, 1 hit for the visiting Mudcats. to meet tomorrow again in an 11 a.m. doubleheader. Here's the pitch. Fastball is low there, 2-0.
You know, it's 80s night here at Hugo. And looking back on this day in 1985, the Houston Astros had a pitcher by the name of Nolan Ryan. Don't know if you've heard of him, but he became the first pitcher in history to reach 4,000 strikeouts in the 80s today.
Today?
Yeah, June 11th, 1985.
That's amazing.
Or July 11th, pardon me. It was also the day Darryl Strawberry, on July 11th, 1986, when Darryl Strawberry charged the mound in one of the craziest brawls in baseball history.
Oh, yeah. Got a lot of great stories about the 80s as Zane Kelly walks there. Runners now on first and second. Will Van Wee coming to the plate. 1 for 1 today. University of Houston. Myers kicks, swing and a miss on that one. Splitter there, and Van Wee just goes right over the top of it. A lot of great stories around the 1980s. Gibson perfect game, or well, I think it was a no-hitter actually. The 1-0 swing, and that one's fouled straight back. 1-1. As 1986 Mets were definitely something with Gibson, Strawberry, a few other incredible players. Made it to the World Series, one of the greatest World Series blunders by the Red Sox. Runners on first and second. The pitch, that one's low again, and the count moves to 2-1. Van Wee's doing a great job at just battling here, and if he's able to reach base, he brings up Brendan Lewis, who doubled back in the second, and Matthew Mansberry, who brought home both Lewis and Van Wee on a 2-run single. Here's the pitch. That one is low and inside. 3-1 now. Three-one now. Runners on first and second. The pitch. That one is outside, and Van Wee now a 3-2 count to Van Wee. I don't think umpire ever signaled for a second strike. 3-2. The pitch on the way. Breaking ball is inside, and Van Wee walks. So 3 consecutive walks, and that's going to bring the Solano Mudcats manager out of the dugout to go talk with Myers. We might see a new pitcher. We've got someone warming up out there, and a pretty intense walk out to the mound. Bases loaded already for Belu, and a double in his last at-bat. I mean, no outs, bases loaded. What are you saying?
Well, we're at a mound visit right now. You're wearing a Will Clark jersey. To the left of me here, in honor of the 80s night. Julian wearing a Will Clark jersey to the right of me in honor of 80s night. And the reason that everyone holds their gloves over their mouth at mound visits is because of Will Clark, and it happened in the 80s against Greg Maddux, where he read the lips of Greg Maddux, knew what pitch was coming, and I believe it was the World Series, and hit a home run. So I didn't notice any mouths being covered there, but maybe not talking about pitches out there on the mound.
Wouldn't have been the World Series because Maddux played in the National League.
It was in the playoffs.
Probably playoffs, yeah.
Yeah. I wasn't alive.
It doesn't, yeah. First, second, and third for Brendan Lewis. His first pitch breaking ball is low and outside 1-0.
Myers just really struggling with location here. I mean, that's 3 straight walks. He's walked 5 batters now this game.
1-0 on the way. Allen skips in there, 2-0 quickly. Roth doing a great job behind the plate of keeping it there. Another great 80s piece of baseball lore, the 1989 World Series and the classic broadcast going down from the earthquake. It happened in, I believe, was it Game 3 of the World Series at Candlestick Park. Here's the pitch. That one falls right in there. Finally finding the zone, 2-1 here, and Myers definitely looks shook up out there on the mound. Attending Sacramento City College, and they've definitely struggled to find continuity. 2-1. That one's low and away, 3-1.
Packers just aren't chasing anything, which certainly doesn't help the cause of Myers. If I'm Brendan Lewis here, I'm taking this pitch all the way with how many balls he's thrown this inning.
(3-1) on the way. Fastball is swung on and grounded hard down the third base side and out of play. Count moves full.
Yeah, he got that one right where he wanted it. I mean, that was middle. Likelihood he was sitting on there, but just missed it. Now we got a battle here. 2 strikes on him, full count.
Full count here. Myers approaching pitch number 60. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt and he walks home a run, and I think that might be the day. Although Solano's, nope, yeah, here comes the manager, and that's going to be the day for Henry Myers. So Myers goes 2 full. He's still responsible for the bases loaded, currently at 5 runs, all 5 being earned. Count them up, 4 walks this inning, 1 walk last inning, and 2 walks in the first. 7 walks on his day, and 1 strikeout. We'll take a break when we come back. 5-0 Pack with the bases loaded, and Matthew Mansberry coming up. Well, welcome back. Matthew Mansberry coming in. Carson Thompson, the new pitcher. He deals, and this one's fouled straight back by Mansberry. 5-0, bases loaded. Mansberry steps to the plate, right-handed bat. The pitch on the way from Thompson. Top down release. Big swing and a miss there from Mansberry. 0-2 quickly here. Mansberry singled and brought home 2 runs. Back in the second, the pitch swung on and hit right back to the mound. Throw to the plate for one. Throw two first for two. Great play there, a double play. What a play by Carson Thompson. Not something you see every day. 1, 2, 3, double play. And now runners on second and third. Pack don't bring across any runs there. Rex Watson coming to the plate, though, the top of the order. Can you believe no hits so far this inning, Easton?
Yeah, no, or just one run, which was walked in as well. You got a little practice on your counting there, Hugo. 1, 2, 3. Good job, buddy.
Yeah, that's nice to see. You know, and not everyone can count very high, and
Three's a good place to start.
Three's a great place to start. So here's the first pitch to Watson, the lefty, and that one's pulled way outside and in the dirt. 1-0 here. Thompson out of Butte College up near Chico. Standing 6'1", 163 pounds. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in there on the outside part of the plate. 1-1. Thompson from Fairfield, California, Rodriguez High School. The pitch, and this one swung on and driven deep right field, trending towards foul ground, and it'll fall there. Teo Kopp giving chase. So 1-2 with 2 down. Watson trying to bring home another run for the Packers, or a pair. The pitch is in the dirt, 2-2. Pack have only gotten 1 run off of 4 consecutive walks to lead off the inning, but Matthew Mansberry just unfortunately grounds right back to the pitcher in a double play. A great play by Thompson to save a few runs and get a couple outs. Very quickly came home with it. The 2-2 is in the dirt and outside. 3-2 now, and once again an opportunity here with runners in scoring position, an opportunity that you only create in your backyard when you're a kid, thinking of the moment where you can deliver for a team with 2 down and runners on. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is swung on and popped foul down the third base side. Giving chase is Roth, but it'll fall out of play.
Yeah, I feel like when I was a kid making those scenarios in the backyard, it was always bases loaded, 2 outs, bottom of the third, 5-0 game. This is exactly how I drew it up. And I always struck out, too. It was weird.
Well, let's hope that Watson has a bit of a different trend of luck as he lines this one the other way, and it is going to be, unfortunately, right to Wyatt Davis in left field. So the Packers are able to bring across a run on 4 walks. They don't get a hit. They strand 2. Well, welcome back. Top of the 4th inning. It is time for the power rally of the Mudcats. Zach Goldenberg, Wyatt Davis, and Mason Kelly coming to the plate. Caden Castles into his 2nd inning in relief. Here's the Pack tagged on another run in the bottom of the 3rd. They now lead at 5-0 as we get started here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. That one's upstairs and outside to Golden. 1-0. A Kansas Wesleyan catcher walked in the 1st inning. 1-0. Castles sets and fires. Upstairs again, 2-0. So 2-0 now for Castles on the mound. Winds and delivers. Swing and a miss. High fastball gets him to go, 2-1. Castles kicks and fires. Big swing and a miss. Strike 2 from Goldenberg.
Castle's looking good out there. Righty only allowed 1 hit last inning. Stranded that runner as well. It was a tough bounce that did it over to second.
2-2. This one is swung on and hit into dead center field. In on it is going to be Watson. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And here comes Wyatt Davis. Powerful left-handed bat out of USF. The Don from Napa went to College of Marin. Castles kicks and fires. That one's upstairs. 1-0 quickly now to Davis. 5-0 lead for the Pack here in the top of the 4th. They're looking to hold on to this thing, hold on to the shutout, and push for some great games tomorrow in Solano. The 1-0 is outside, 2-0 now. Can locate the breaking ball there on the outer half. The pitch from Castles. Swing and a miss. 2-1.
Back-to-back counts. He's fallen behind 2-0, but he's done a good job to bounce back. Got a strike in both of them. Got out of the last one. See what he has here.
2-1 on the way. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did, says home plate umpire. 2-2. Castles sets the anteater. Delivers. Swing, and this one's fouled straight back into the screen by Davis. Count stays at 2-2.
The anteater. It's got to be one of the more interesting mascots in the NCAA.
Yeah, University of California system has some definitely interesting mascots. UC Santa Cruz, of course, the Banana Slugs. The pitch, 2-2, is fouled straight back.
Do you have a particular favorite NCAA mascot out there?
Got to be Otto the Orange. Going to Syracuse next year. Got to love him. He's the greatest. 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Caden Castles runs it up there and gets Wyatt Davis swinging his 2nd strikeout of the game. And now here comes Mason Kelly, Stanislaus State Trojan. Some interesting mascots, though. I'll give you that. I mean, would you say is Sparky your favorite?
You know.
Our first pitch is upstairs, 1-0.
I like Sparky a lot, I do, but there's a local community college, Scottsdale Community College. They're the Artichokes, and their mascot is Artie the Artichoke, and I think that's got to be one of my favorites.
1-0 on the way, swung on and fouled off down the first base side, out of play. It'll land near the Steindorf barn. Fitch Mountain, of course, not really a part of foul territory here, but you can see it from foul territory.
You can see it from fair territory, too.
Yeah, 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2, 1-2. Well, just looking out towards the right field foul territory, it's a nice backdrop there. Beautiful, beautiful mountain here that looks over Healdsburg. The 1-2 is swung on and popped up deep right field. Over on it is Van Wee, ranging towards the track. He'll make the catch. So 3 up, 3 down. Go the Mudcats. Caden Castles delivering in his second inning in relief. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Welcome back here. Dane Morrow, the 2-3 and the 4-4, the pack due up, and the first pitch to Morrow is swung on and crushed. Deep right field, no doubt about it, that one is gone! Dane Morrow leaves the yard to open the 4th inning. And a leadoff bomb, 6-0. See you later. Absolutely mashed. And now here comes Trey Martinez, and Morrow well on his way to potentially being a player of the game. Easton, three RBI, a homer and a single so far for him. He's 2/3 of the way to the, or 2/4 of the way to the cycle. Trey Martinez now coming to the plate. Here's the pitch, breaking ball falls right in there. 0-1. Carson Thompson given his first earned run of the game. The pitch, that one's way upstairs, 1-1. Thompson has done a great job in relief so far. Came in with the bases loaded and, well, he didn't allow a run. The pitch, breaking ball is swung on and popped foul down the right field line and out of play.
Folks, the silent auction jerseys happening right now.
And we got a silent auction going on here in the ballpark. I don't think it'll be the last silent auction, but this is game-worn stuff. So if you want to come on down to the ballpark and bid on some great items, come on down. 1-1, swung on and fouled off down the left field line. That one went all the way to the track there from Martinez on what was a kind of a jam shot there off the thin part of the bat. Martinez is 1 for 2, grounded into a double play his second time up, but singled to the opposite field back in the first. The 1-2 on the way. That one's way inside and low. Skips in the dirt, but does not catch him on the feet. 2-2. 2-2, the pitch here from Thompson. Breaking ball is swung on and popped down the right field line, giving chase is Goldenberg, and making a sliding catch in foul territory is Teo Kopp. Oh my goodness, what a play by Kopp. So an incredible catch in foul territory by Teo Kopp. Sign him to the Giants. Jung Hoo Lee couldn't make that catch. First pitch to Jake McCoy is a big swing and a miss, 0-1. McCoy hoping to hear his name called tomorrow.
How many days are there in the MLB draft?
Well, now there's 2. Used to be 3, I believe. Here's the pitch. That one swung on and popped down the left field line and foul into the bullpen. Back when there was 40 rounds, Easton, 40 rounds.
How many are there now? Like 27?
20 now, just 20.
So it's 4 rounds today, 14 tomorrow.
16 tomorrow.
Oh, good math, Easton.
0-1, breaking ball is swung on and fouled straight back. 0-2 now.
I'm such an idiot.
No, you're not, Easton.
It's a long day.
It is a very long day. Last year I pulled an 8-hour shift just sitting at my computer waiting for a few names to be called. As Thompson fans McCoy on that one. 2 down quickly after that leadoff home run. Heck of a job by Thompson to bounce back and steal the momentum back here. Here comes Cade Campbell. He's 0 for 0 with 2 walks. Here's the first pitch from Thompson. Swung on and fouled. Grounded down that third base side, 0-1. It was a breaking ball. He's been starting a lot of these at-bats with get-me-over curveballs. And right there, he goes back to it. I think that's what Morrow was able to time up so well. Here's the pitch. Fastball is just a bit upstairs there. 1-1 now. The 1-1 on the way, swung on and fouled right in front of home plate. 1-2.
Even thinking about the NFL draft and that day 3 of the NFL draft where it's rounds 4, 5, 6, I believe.
And 7.
Yeah, it's 4 rounds. It's a long, long day.
That's a grinder of a day. I know that you have had to cover that in the past. The 2-1 is in the dirt, 3-1 now. So here we go, 3-1 now. The pitch, that one, I guess it was 3-2. Struck him out looking. Campbell has sat down, back-to-back strikeouts from Carson Thompson. Don't know about that one. Our ABS says that was not a strike, but might want to go fill out your prescription for glasses. I'm pretty sure there's a company that's giving all umpires free LASIK surgery. We'll head to the top of the 5th. Packers lead at 6-0.
Is it me? Back here in the top of the 5th inning, and it's Lerma time here in the Berg. Mason Lerma on the mound at the plate. Swing and a miss there. First pitch coming into Teo Cobb. Had a nice grab out there in right field last inning. We'll see what he can do at the plate here, but behind 0-1. Lerma, the lefty, fires quickly. 0-2 now for the reigning PEL pitcher of the year. Started on the 4th of July, where he had a decent outing against the Petaluma Leghorns. Bit of a mouthful there. Now the 0-2. Breaking ball in the dirt, 1-2. In that game, Lerma went 3 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and a strikeout. Seems to be a different beast in PEL games. The 1-2. Skied in on the infield. Brendan Lewis underneath it at second, and he will make the squeeze for the first out.
This would be a really big statement for the Pack if they're able to come out here and deliver a shutout performance. Question is tomorrow, I mean, you see Brandon Mann's name get called at any point. You see just anyone who's actually on the active team. Do they have to stop playing against the Mudcats in the doubleheader? I wonder.
Maybe we will find out. One away now for Lerma. First pitch strike there. That one on the outside corner to Joseph Torres, the center fielder.
A little bit of a score update. 1-0 Potters in the top of the 2nd up in Lincoln, and in Medford, 1-0 Crabs in the top of the 4th.
0-1 misses down and away. A little bit of a change in the standings after the Rogues win last night. Packers still up top, but the Rogues flip with the Crabs there in 2nd now. Crabs reside in 3rd, Potters in 4th. Breaking ball inside corner for a called strike on the West Coast Kings and the Mudcats following them up. Mudcats could get in striking distance of the Kings here if the Kings lose and the Mudcats win here tonight. That one in the dirt. One and two now for Lerma. Or 2-2, excuse me. Lerma sets and fires when fouled away. Torres will stay alive. Second attempt here at a 2-2. Lerma, the lefty, fires. That one hit right back at him. Pick up by Mansberry at short on to first, 2 away.
Yeah, Matt Mansberry's been great in the field. I mean, barring that double play he hit into, he's had a great night.
Fourth out recorded from Mansberry, his 3 infield assists, and then caught a pop-up back in the 2nd. Now Lerma's first pitch to the 9-hole hitter, Gilbert Roth. Curveball in there for a strike. Lerma, another guy who hopes to get drafted. The 0-1 hit over to 3rd, picked up by Campbell. Long throw across. 3 up, 3 down for Lerma. Easy inning for him. No hits, no runs, nothing doing for the Mudcats in the top of the 5th. We'll head to the bottom. Zane Kelly leading things off here. Bottom of the 5th for the Packers. They lead at 6-0 here. First pitch to Kelly. It's sharply down towards the Mudcats dugout. Kelly, the left fielder, 0 for 1 with a walk today.
Thompson did a great job of recovering after that homer in the 4th from Dane Morrow to lead off the inning. Went fly out, strikeout, strikeout.
1 to Kelly, down in the dirt, ball and a strike.
I will say, as of recent, pitchers who have dominated against the Packers have met an unkindly ending. We saw Jackson Kelly earlier in the week, 4 innings of dominance.
The 0-1 way up in the air into the outfield. Center fielder Torres underneath it, and he will put it away. 1 out in the bottom of the 5th.
4 innings of dominance from Kelly, followed by 4 consecutive home runs by the Packers that pretty much put the game out of reach for the Crabs, and well, it makes them basically have to win tonight against the Rogues to retake second place. Both teams are 2.5 games back, and I think the Packers would really love it if the Crabs won, because then that means that the Rogues.
Chopped over to third, picked on a hop by Garcia, throw on to first, and Will Van Wee is put away on 1 pitch. Quick start to the bottom of the 5th for Carson Thompson. As you were saying, Hugo?
Well, yeah, I mean, if the Crabs win this game, then that puts Medford, the Rogues, out of reach, even if they do sweep here. It would set up a pretty crazy weekend series next weekend with the Packers going on the road up to Humboldt.
First pitch now to Brendan Lewis. He fouls that one away. Good start to his game tonight. A double and a walk that drove in a run. So 1 for 1 on the night. Lewis out of Arizona State. Homer the other night has started to heat up as of late. The 0-1. That one lined on the left side, base hit in the left field. Lewis a wide turn at first, but he'll pull up on the brakes. And a 2-out single for the Sun Devil.
That was great to see there from Lewis, get some speed back on the bags for the Packers.
So now Mansberry will step in. Grounded into a double play that went 1-2-3. In his last at bat with the bases loaded. And a 2 RBI single in the second as well. Lewis has speed over at first. We'll see if he goes and tests the arm here of Gilbert Roth. First pitch to Mansberry, way inside, all the way to the backstop. Lewis won't have to steal. He'll advance on the wild pitch. Mansberry, one of the young, bright stars of the game. First pitch, check swing, or rather second pitch. Ball and a strike now. Played high school out in Ohio, staying local, but heading up north to go play for the Michigan Wolverines. The 1-1, fouled away. Ball and 2 strikes now to Mansberry.
He's the guy you want here in this situation because, single, as you mentioned, Easton, single and 2 RBI in the bottom of the second. See what he can do right here with a runner in scoring position.
1-2 the count. Thompson fires home, skips in the dirt. Lewis will hold up, won't advance. Good stop behind the plate by Roth, who has been outstanding behind the dish tonight. He's definitely saved a couple of runs, a couple of balks with the bases loaded back in the third. 2-2 now to Mansberry. Another stop behind the plate by Roth. Got to give him his flowers. He has definitely saved a lot of free 90s from the Packers tonight. Payoff pitch. That one inside. Mansberry will watch it for ball 4. Now runners on first and second for the top of the lineup as Rex Watson will take his hacks.
Well, Mansberry, he does his work, he does his job, and now with Watson at the plate, see what he can do.
First pitch now. That one absolutely clobbered. You can forget it. A moonshot from Rex Watson. 3-run blast. And the Packers take a 9-0 lead.
Well, that does it right there for Watson. Just blows this game open. Great to see.
Watson certainly swinging a hot bat at the plate. Highest batting average on the team. Second home run of the year for the Coastal Carolina second team Sun Belt player. So now the man who homered just the inning before him with a solo shot, Dane Morrow, will try and replicate some of that magic, looking for his second home run of the game, looking to keep the 2-out rally going. And therefore a strike on the first pitch. Now Watson, his first year, that one fouled away. Going into his junior season at Coastal Carolina next year, a true junior. Was a all-conference second teamer in his first year in Carolina. Had a 290 with 12 homers. That one's upstairs, 1-2 now tomorrow. And came in clutch when they needed him. Had a grand slam against ECU in the 10th inning. And then the night after, to go-ahead 3-run home run at ECU as well. Morrow put down on strikes as he goes down swinging. But it's Rex Watson who steals the show in the bottom of the 6th. 3-run home run. Packers lead it 9-0. Lerma back on the mound for his second inning of work. Following up a solid performance from Cade Castles. Went 3 up, 3 down in his first inning. Lefty-lefty matchup as that one's hit over to first. Bobbled quickly and now picked up. Morrow can't handle it. So Brendan Murphy will lead things off by reaching first on an error by Dane Morrow. First error of the game for the Pack. So that'll bring in Tyler Crudo with a runner on first. Nobody out here. Lerma fires home. That went in there for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. Breaking ball misses high. 1-1. That one looks like it caught the top of the zone on the track man there. Ball and a strike, though, nonetheless, to Crudo. That one upstairs on the fastball, 2-1. 2-1 count. Lerma fires. That one hit in the air. Shallow center field. Ranging in is Watson, who will collect it for the first out of the inning.
A good start here to the inning for Lerma, just being able to down these hitters. I know Murphy reached on an error there, but if he can work quickly, Packers have put out, before this inning, put out the last 8 in unison, so see if they can get back on track here.
They've only allowed 1 hit so far this game. That one in there for a strike. A single back in the third by Brendan Murphy. They've only walked 1 as well as that one in the dirt. Ball and a strike now to Max Garcia. So just the third base runner of the game over on first for the Mudcats. Count 1-1. Lerma finds his footing. Now fires home. That one just misses inside. 2 balls and a strike. Garcia 0 for 2 on the day. That breaking ball gets away. 3-1 count. Lerma doesn't walk a lot of guys. A perfectionist on the mound. The 3-1. Fastball gets a swing and a foul ball. Now 3-2 count.
Now Lerma's got some nasty stuff here. Wonder if he's going to work low and away, maybe try and get a rollover in on the infield for a double play.
Picks back over to first in there easily as Murphy. Sun's starting to come down. A cloudy night here in Healdsburg. A little more overcast than normal. Wind starting to pick back up as it blows out to right field. The payoff pitch from Lerma just misses down. That will be a walk on a full count to Max Garcia, bringing up Zach Goldenberg in a big spot in this game.
Yeah, if the Mudcats want to rally back, it starts right now.
Still only 1 out here. It's Murphy over at second after the walk, Garcia at first. And probably the best hitter for the Mudcats at the plate. Goldenberg 0 for 1, flew out to center and walked in his 2 plate appearances so far tonight. First pitch from Lerma garners a swing and miss. Well, 0-1 the count. Lerma checks to second, fires home quickly. That one loops in there for a strike. And pitch there on the slider. Now the lefty 1 strike away from retiring Goldenberg. Full arsenal at his disposal. The 0-2. Inside on the fastball. Ball and 2 strikes now. Lerma comes set, the 1-2. Swing and a miss. 2 away for Lerma following the strikeout. And Wyatt Davis will have to work some magic in a tight spot here with 2 out.
That was huge there for Lerma, just being able to bounce back after the walk with the strikeout. presumably only going 2 today. Packers have just kind of gone, next man up with this pitching staff, especially heading into the doubleheader tomorrow.
First pitch in there for a strike from Lerma, 0-1 to Davis. The 0-1. That one lined into right field, ranging in is Van Wee, but he won't get there. Has some trouble with it as well. Throw in will come to second, almost got him back on the bag, but the run will come across to score. An RBI single from Wyatt Davis with 2 away. Score is now 9-1.
That's tough there, but that's what Davis does best. He's able to line it, pull it right there into right field. Makes a tough play there for Will Van Wee.
So that'll bring in Mason Kelly, the designated hitter. Same spot. First and second, 2 away. First pitch from Lerma inside on the fastball, 1-0. Trying to get out of the inning here. The 1-0. That one misses just inside as well, 2-0. Count 2-0 now. Hitters count to Kelly. Lerma deals. That one hit well. Left field ranging back is Kelly. Leaping effort. He can't make the catch. 1 run comes in to score. On his way is Davis. He'll hold up there. It's a 2-out double. Brings another run across. And a bit of a rally here from the Mudcats.
Yeah, and this is where you just want to get out of the inning. The Mudcats are one of the best teams when they go on runs, and you don't want them bringing home, 2 or 3 more and making this thing a game again.
So now Teo Kopp, 0 for 2 on the day, bounced out and popped out. Both hit in on the infield. 7, 8, 9, the next 3 do. First pitch hit sharply down the third base line, a base hit. 1 run in to score. On his way is Kelly. Throw will be cut off by Mansberry, and a 2-out, 2-run single from Teo Kopp. 4th run of the inning for the Mudcats, and they are starting to fight their way back into this one.
I think that might be the day for Lerma. He did a great job in that first inning of work, but just kind of came undone in the second. He's a tough man. He'll be back out here, dominant.
So 9-4, the score will have a new pitcher out of the bullpen, as Raul Valdivia will come into this game with 2 away. We'll head to a quick break. Be back with the action in just a moment. Raul Valdivia on the mound now facing Joseph Torres. First pitch from Torres is fouled straight back and out of play.
Yeah, Valdivia and Lerma, 2 high school teammates, now college rivals at Sac State and UC Davis. They keep it lighthearted, though. They're great guys, and still have that great friendship from high school, and I'm really excited to see them work off of each other.
The 0-1 breaking ball loops just high, 1-1. Full ball was in the zone there. Ball into strike now. Torres 0 for 2 on the day, has a runner on second here with 2 away. That breaking ball drops in there beautifully for a strike. Ball and 2 strikes now to Torres.
I can imagine how Raul feels. That was that pitch called a ball was not very much a ball, but he'll work off of it.
The 1-2 swing and a miss, strike 3. Great work on the mound from Raul Valdivia. 4 pitches to get the strikeout as he comes into the game. Strands the runner on second, but a big inning from the Mudcats. 3 hits, 4 runs driven across. 9-4 the score as we will head to the bottom of the 6th. Trey Martinez to lead things off. Packers looking for a little bit of retribution here. 9-4 the score. 4 runs in the top half of the inning from the Mudcats, showing how explosive this offense is. Martinez trying to get things going. First pitch, big swing and a miss there. First pitch swinging. 0-1. McCoy and Campbell, the 2 on deck. The 0-1 in there for a strike. That one was quite a bit off the plate. Now 0-2 for Trey Martinez. That one flared, shallow right field. Teo Kopp racing in, and it drops in for a base hit. A bloop single from Martinez. Good job to fight that one away with 2 strikes. Gets rewarded for it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Yeah, Packers really need just a strong response here.
Still Carson Thompson on the mound for the Mudcats. This is his 4th inning of work. He's allowed 3 hits, 4 runs in those innings. Fires home to McCoy. That one skied way up in the air. Shortstop calls it. That's Murphy who makes the catch, 1 away.
UC Berkeley, third base number 2, Calif Campbell.
So that'll bring up Cade Campbell. 1 away now. Martinez still over on first. That one fouled right side, out of play. Campbell 0 for 1, struck out looking in the fourth, 2 walks to boot. Always one of the Packers who just takes the most patient at-bats on the field. That one popped foul from Campbell, count 0-2. So behind 0-2 here, Thompson trying to put away back-to-back batters after the leadoff single. That one fouled away again as Campbell just stays alive. Oh, 2 still. That one inside. Now a ball and 2 strikes to Campbell. A curveball above the zone, fouled away again. Campbell just scrapping away at the plate. Trying to make something happen here with 1 out. The 1-2. Check swing. Say he didn't go. Appeal over to first. No, he did not. 2-2.
I have a feeling that first base umpire has to be in some sort of just biker crew or something. He has the looks of it.
The 2-2. That one skied left side in fair territory. Garcia underneath it, 2 away.
Like, you know what I mean, Easton? I mean, he looks like he goes to Sturgis, South Dakota the end of every July and enjoys himself. He just gets out there with, you know, his wife or girlfriend or his family and just casually, you know, rides his bike out on the Great American Road.
Yeah, looks like a nice guy. First pitch now to Zane Kelly. That one clobbered into left center field. Long run for Torres. He won't get there. Martinez on his horse. He's got the windmill. He's heading for the plate. Kelly wants 3. Going to be a close play, but it's bobbled on the cutoff. 2-out triple for Zane Kelly, and the Pack strike back 10-4.
That is incredibly great to see there from Kelly. Hits it so hard, smokes it right into the deepest part of the ballpark, and well, it's a track meet for Joseph Torres, and he can't catch up to it. And now, I mean, you mentioned it last night, Easton. 2 outs, the Packers are the most dialed they ever will be. And right here, 2 down, they have been dialed in.
Will Van Wee, the man at the plate, is 1 for 2 with a single. Brendan Lewis waits on deck. He's 2 for 2. Van Wee chops one just foul. Kelly has to scurry out of the way. 0-1 quickly here. Thompson trying to strand a runner 90 feet away. It's the 4th run, or excuse me, 6th run he's given up in this ball game. 4th hit. And that one hit well left center field. Torres back again. This one's going to be off the base of the wall. Kelly scores standing up. Van Wee wants 3 as well on his way. Stand-up triple. Back-to-back 2-out triples for the Packers, and they extend their lead 11-4.
Just keep the good times rolling on here for the Pack. It's great to see 11-4 game.
That'll bring up Brandon Lewis, a guy with some speed as well. Already has a single and a double halfway to the cycle. First pitch to him from Thompson. He'll take it on the outside corner for a strike. That one misses up and away. Ball and a strike now to Lewis. There's the 2 hits, and then also Drove in a run on a walk. That one hit well left field. Davis underneath it and caught for the third out of the inning. So 2 runs across for the back in the bottom of the 6th. They strand one on third, back-to-back 2-out triples from Zane Kelly and Will Van Wee. 11-4, we'll head to the 7th.
Silent auction for those jerseys.
Welcome back here. Raul Valdivia into his second inning of work. Here's the first offering. It's upstairs as we get started here in the top of the 7th. 11-4 here as the sun sets over the Redwoods here in beautiful Healdsburg. Wind blowing out now to center field. Man at the plate is Gilbert Roth. Breaking ball is in there. 1-1 now. Roth was the only man to not come to the plate for the Mudcats in their 4-run explosion in the top of the 6th. Packers, though, rallied back with back-to-back triples that brought home a pair of runs. 11-4 now is your score. Here's the pitch from Valdivia, and that one's in the dirt. 2-1 now. Valdivia, a Hornet, only played 1 game this year for Sacramento State. Sat out most of the year due to injury. They're very high on him, though. Very excited about what he brings to the program. 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball is upstairs, 3-1 now. And Valdivia, he's had quite the journey throughout his sports career. Cardinal Newman High School's regular everyday shortstop and closer. And then went to Menlo College down in Menlo Park, California. As the 3-1 is on the way inside, almost gets Roth. It doesn't matter as he'll walk. But Valdivia, he went Menlo College, then after a year there decides to transfer back to the Santa Rosa Junior College, takes over his closer role again, goes 2 years there, is an absolute menace to society there into 3C 2A baseball, and then transfers to Sacramento State. So he's had himself quite the run on his college career, and we wish him the best. I think he's entering his last year of eligibility. Valdivia sets the pitch. That one's upstairs, 1-0. He might have actually gotten a couple years removed through a red shirt, and then you remember that weird year where all of the junior college kids were granted 2 extra years of eligibility because that judge ruled that the NJC 2A was not the same as the NCAA. 1-0 is outside, 2-0. Do you think that kids going junior college should be given an extra 4 years of eligibility after their 2 they've already played, Easton?
No.
I agree with you. 1-0 now. Valdivia sets, kicks in, fires, and this one swung on and fouled straight back to Martinez. 2-1.
Why you wear a helmet?
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of conversations over skull caps and the hockey masks, and Martinez himself has a hockey mask. We saw last night with the Red Tails, their catcher, he was wearing a skull mask, got fouled back into, and he felt the brunt of it, but Martinez is just taking him like a champ today.
More and more guys go to the hockey mask now, too. It's just a lot safer.
2-1 is swung on and skied up the middle for a base hit. Runners on first and second now. Brendan Murphy having himself quite the game, 2 for 4, as Tyler Crudo will stamp in.
He's reached base in 3 straight at-bats now. Exactly what you want to see from your leadoff man.
And we're going to see now Trey Martinez heading out there to talk with Valdivia before facing Crudo. Crudo is 0 for 2 today, was hit by a pitch back in the first. I mean, the conversation about 2 extra years is also something that is a huge conversation with BYU, as they are able to have kids on their missions and then come in a year later. So another year of development there for them. Here's the pitch from Valdivia, and that one is right down Broadway, 0-1.
Well, that's a lot different, though, because when kids go on missions, they aren't able to necessarily train daily because they have a lot of stuff that they're doing, trying to spread the word of the gospel, whatever it may be. So it's a little different, but it's certainly up for debate.
0-1, big swing and a miss, 0-2. No, I agree with you because we also have military. Navy and Army are able to, take advantage a little bit of that. We saw Virginia take advantage of it with their kicker, who spent 14 years in the Navy before deciding when he was 32 to go back to college. 0-2, the pitch. That one's just off the outside part of the plate, 1-2. I got to respect it. I mean, they're giving their lives and service to their communities and to the country, so, respect given all of them. I don't agree, though, with the pro players coming over from Europe and playing. That's been a hot button topic in water polo way before basketball. The 1-2 is sawed off in the infield, picked up by Lewis. Throw to first is the only play for out number 1.
And it's all really up for debate with the world of NIL. Things have changed so much, but it's something that's so hard to monitor at an at-whole basis because everyone's story is so different. I feel like the best way to go about it oftentimes is on a case-to-case basis, but with it happening across 28 different collegiate sports and hundreds of thousands of athletes, it's so hard to monitor everything and every athlete and what their eligibility should be. And it's definitely a tough road to navigate for the NCAA and one we're getting to experience right now.
First pitch is a called strike right down the middle to Max Garcia. Runners on second and third here for Solano. Valdivia stands in here. Currently in line with the win is Caden Castles. Valdivia trying to earn himself a hold. Tough spot here with 1 down. The 0-1. That one is right there. Called strike 2. 0-2 on the outside part of the plate. Garcia is laid off of 2, dare I say, hittable pitches. Garcia 0 for 2 today. Walked in the 6th. Runners on second and third, an 11-4 lead for the Pack. Here's the pitch from Valdivia. Breaking ball swung on and line foul down that first base side. Count remains at 0-2. The Mustang is doing a great job of battling here. Valdivia gets his sign. Nods, now comes set. Turquoise glove to his face. Kicks and fires. Breaking ball swung on and hit hard past the glove of Campbell. 1 run in to score. 2 runs coming in on the RBI single from Max Garcia. And the Mudcats, Cardiac Cats, move just so much closer, 11-6.
And Hugo, this is exactly what you talked about. This is a team that could be down 9 and then come back and win a game. Their offense is so unpredictably explosive. They are never out of a baseball game, and your opposition, it's the same way. The Packers have exploded tonight at times. Now it's the Mudcats' turn. This one's still very much up in the air.
Well, Valdivia will look to set up now against Zach Goldenberg. Here's the pitch to Goldenberg. Swung on, and this one is a 2-ball. Picked up by Mansberry to Lewis for 1. Throw to first. In time. Double play. 2 birds, 1 stone. End of the inning. We'll be right back. 7th inning stretch. Due up, and we will send it down to CC Brenner, who will have our 7th inning stretch performance.
What if I get Joe Gilera to come on down here?
Or Joe Gilera.
Joe, you got a moment?
Hello, it works. Okay. This is the son of a bee.
Buy me some peanuts and crackers, Jack. I don't care if I ever get back to this root for the Packers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out of the old ball game. Who says you need a microphone with Joe? Thank you. Now coming in to pitch for the Mudcats, number 15, Bobby Bangs.
Oh, my thanks. Oh, let's go. Well, welcome back, and just like it was Lerma time earlier on today, it is now Bobby Bangs time in the Berg. Bangs back for another year of work here with the Mudcats. He'll face Matthew Mansberry. Here's the pitch. Swung on, and this one's lined into right center. Coming in on it and making the catch on a knee is Teo Kopp, who's arguably been a gold glover out there in right field for the Mudcats. As now Rex Watson, the Chanticleer, will come to the plate. Do you know what a Chanticleer is, Easton?
Based on their logo, it's a type of bird.
It is a rooster.
Ah.
Type of rooster, I'm pretty sure. It's a chicken of something, a cool chicken. Here's the first pitch from Bangs to Watson. That one's outside, 1-0. Villa Chanticleer on the top of Fitch Mountain bears the name. On the way from Bangs. It's upstairs, 2-0. Speaking of Fitch Mountain, do you know which U.S. president is related to Henry Fitch?
I believe it is Franklin Douglas Roosevelt.
The 2-0 is upstairs and outside, 3-0. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, I believe.
Franklin D. Roosevelt.
Yeah, FDR.
Delano. Yeah.
Henry Delano Fitch, the namesake for Fitch Mountain. 3-0 on the way. That one's in there on the outside part of the plate, 3-1. Very affectionate name. Named after Fitch. Fitch, his wife, has a high school named after her, Maria Carrillo. The 3-1 is swung on and fouled down the third base side and out of play. We are currently sitting on the Sotoyome land grant and what was granted to Maria Carrillo and her family. 3-2 now to Watson, who homered back in the fifth. Packers lead it 11-6 now. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball's way upstairs, and Watson just watches that one as he'll walk. And here comes Dane Morrow. Morrow himself homered. He's got 3 RBI in the game. 2 for 3 as he heads to the plate here. Been one of the stellar pack so far. Morrow, Watson, Brendan Lewis, just a few. Here's the first pitch to the Wolverine. That one's inside there, 1-0. Runner on first. Watson, Packers look to threaten. They've scored double-digit runs for the 15th time this year. One-0 now from Bangs, is swung on and fouled off down the left field line and out of play. 1-1 now. Morrow waits, bangs, kicks, and fires, and this one is grounded hard to second. Great play there. Throw to second for 1. On to first, not in time. Morrow is able to beat it out, but a great play at second by Tyler Crudo, who fired it over to Murphy. Oh my goodness. So a 4-6 fielder's choice will bring up Trey Martinez. 2 for 4 himself in this ball game. Pair of singles and a ground out into a double play. The pitch, and that one skips in the dirt. Morrow retreats back to first as Roth threatens to fire over. The pitch swung on and popped up. This is going to be right behind home plate. Back on it and making the catch is Roth, and the side is retired. So the Pack do nothing with a base runner. We'll be right back as we head to the 8th. Pack have a 5-run lead. Well, welcome back here. Top of the 8th inning. Raul Valdivia back out there for the Pack as they lead it 11-6 here. Wyatt Davis will lead things off. He is 1 for 3, singled and brought home a run in the 6th inning. He'll get things started here in the 8th. It'll be Davis, Kelly, and Kopp. Valdivia into his 3rd inning of work here. Kicks and fires, and that's a fastball outside there, 1-0. Valdivia sets up, 1-0 on the way, is swung on and crushed. Right field, over on it is Will Van Wee, and he'll make the catch. Davis is retired, and now here comes Mason Kelly. Kelly is, or actually that's Teo Kopp on deck. Teo Kopp is quite the look. He's bleached the bottom left part of his mullet. I've noticed that all game. I thought he just mixed his hair, but all right. Here's the pitch. That's inside, and, well, it's contact on the elbow protector of Mason Kelly, and he'll get first base there, albeit a bit painful.
Now batting for the Mudcats.
Valdivia just going to have to kind of bear down and probably go a little bit longer than he was expected to tonight into the 8th and leave it in the hands of the closer, but a closer game than we once had. It's only 5 runs separate the two teams.
Well, here we go. Runner on first. Here's the first pitch to Kopp, and right there, splits the zone like his hair. 0-1. Here's the pitch from Valdivia. This one is swung on and clobbered, but foul down the left field line and into the bullpen. One will land on University Street, but way, way left of the foul pole. The pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. 0-2 it remains to Kopp, the Solano College Valdivia, 0-2 now. Gets his sign, kicks and fires. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss. Huge strikeout there for Valdivia. 2 down now here in the top of the 8th as Joseph Torres will come to the plate, 0 for 3. He struck out back in the 6th. Now trying to come in clutch here in the 8th. Gilbert Roth on deck, 0 for 2 with a walk. Here's the pitch from Valdivia. Runner goes. Swing and a miss. Throw down to second is not in time. Right under the glove is Mason Kelly with a stolen base. And we see some of the game-worn jerseys being worn out here. See number 19. That's the only one I see right now. I know Matthew Aussenfort is going to buy one for his parents. I think rather he might buy both, actually, Matthew and Michael, for their parents. The 0-2, big swing and a miss. 0-1, rather. It's now 0-2. Oh, 2 down here. Valdivia kicks and fires. High fastball, and Torres lays off of that one, 1-2. 1-2 on the way. Swing and a miss. Breaking ball. Gets Torres digging in the dirt. Back-to-back strikeouts from Mr. Suavemente Raul Valdivia. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 8th is looming.
Nolan Ryan, 4,000 strikeouts.
What was their last inning?
2-2-0-0.
And this is 0.
Still Bobby Bangs. And we'll close it out here.
It's the end of Valdivia's day. He went
Yeah.
1 1/3, 2 1/3. So that's 4, 5 and 2 there. Yeah, he went 2 1/3. 2 1/3. Lerma went 1.2.
I mean, bottom of the 8th here, and it's time for Cannon Golden. So Jake McCoy, his day and Packers' career is done. It'll be Cannon Golden to lead things off here. He will take over in the designated hitter spot. Golden out of Ole Miss has had himself quite the start with the Packers, coming in to fill in for Will Patrick. Here's the pitch. That one's way upstairs, 1-0 now to Golden. So moving forward for the Pack, the outfield will be Golden, Watson, Van Wee, Kelly. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anyone. 1-0 is way outside. 2-0 from Bobby Bangs now. Am I missing anyone? I know Dane Morrow will play a little bit outfield, so we have him. So five outfielders right now, and you never know where they're going to put Tommy Brown or Cade Campbell or Brendan Lewis, honestly. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. Some of these games, Coach Gomes likes getting experimental. 2-1 now. Campbell. Pitch is way upstairs. 3-1. Golden will get a chance to just retie his gloves and get set here. (3-1) now. The pitch to Golden. That one is just outside, and the catcher can't believe it.
I don't think Golden thought that one was a strike. He looked ready to get back in there and take the 3-2.
Was that a strike on our track man?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's, well. That's the state of affairs here with this umpire. So runner on first now for Cade Campbell. The pitch, that one spiked in the dirt. It'll go all the way to the backstop. It kicks back off, picked up by Roth, but no play to be made. Over to second on the wild pitch is Cannon Golden. So the Packers threatening again, and the Mudcats just can't catch or break. 6 runs over the past 3 innings for them, but they have just not been able to slow down the Packers as they lead it 11-6 right here in the bottom of the 8th. Here's the pitch on the way, and that one's in the dirt as well. 2-0 now to Campbell. Zane Kelly on deck, followed by Will Van Wee and then Brendan Lewis. So nothing to change here for the Mudcats or for the Packers. 2-0 the pitch, and that one's in the dirt, 3-0. The 3-0 on the way is also skipped in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher Roth and over to third on it is going to be Cannon Golden showing off that speed. So back-to-back walks here for Bobby Bangs, and not a lot of good things doing here. Zane Kelly now will come to the plate. The pitch, and that one's way outside. And now Bobby Banks is going to have a mound visit. If any of you are watching the Conor McGregor fight, unfortunate for Conor McGregor. Folks, thank you. I think that this is Bobby Banks' dad, Keith. Bobby is a high school teammate of Paul Grossman at Northwood High. So great to see both of them out here. Bobby is probably my favorite name in the PEL. Always love seeing him play. As throw in there is swung and missed. Throw down to second, not in time for Cade Campbell, who steals second. Zane Kelly at the plate. He tripled his last time up. He's 1 for 4. Will Van Wee also tripled. Nobody out. 1-1 count now with runners on second and third. Kelly waits, bangs, sets, and delivers. Fastball is swung on and fouled straight back into the mask of Roth. Unfortunately for all of you watching, we don't control the statistical input on this game. In Easton and I's books, it was a steal for Kelly, as Zane Kelly there is struck out. But on the website, that is a completely different part of the organization. That is our analytics department, not in fact us, as Will Van Wee will come to the plate. Rest assured, we will correct that. We'll relay that to our analytics department. One down here. Bobby Banks picks up the strikeout as Will Van Wee will come up, and he's had himself quite the game, 2 for 3 with a single and a triple. Big swing and a miss there, 0-1. Sun is setting, and it casts a beautiful sunset over Healdsburg. Camera's a bit oversaturated, so you can't really see it, but it's beautiful. 0-1 on the way. Swung on and fouled straight back. Over on it is Roth, and he will run out of room. 0-2 now. Got one in on the hands and tied Van Wee up. And also we're going to see we have a final. Argentina wins 2-1, or 3-1 rather. They will advance to the semifinal and face England. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, big swing and a miss. And Will Van Wee goes down on strikes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Bobby Bangs. Bangs just continues to bang it. A lot of bangers here from Bobby Bangs. Here comes Brendan Lewis. Runners on second and third. Campbell at second. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt, 1-0. Golden over at third. I'd like to thank you all for tuning in as we creep towards the 9th inning, and the Packers look to put a bow on win number 14 on the league year. 1-0 on the way, and that one is in there for a called strike, 1-1. A little tidbit, 26-4, and the Packers would be with a win here through 30 games. Head to Solano tomorrow for a doubleheader at 11. Pitch is inside there, 2-1.
Yeah, that doubleheader is a big one. Trying to extend their lead with the Rogues and Crabs playing each other. Someone's bound to lose that and slip a little further bit behind. So just trying to keep everyone out of striking distance.
2-1 is in there. Called strike at the knees, 2-2. Bobby Banks trying to get out of it here. 2-2 with 2 down, the pitch, and that one's in the dirt. Battling here. Brendan Lewis, count moves full with 2 down and runners on second and third. Last chance for any bit of insurance before we send it off to the ninth and the Mudcats get their final push. We shall see here. 3-2, the pitch, swung on and fouled straight back. Count stays full. Full count, payoff pitch on the way, and that one's in the dirt, and Lewis walks, so the bases are loaded now for Matthew Mansberry.
University of Michigan, number 11, Matthew Mansberry.
It's the third walk of the inning. Packers haven't put a ball in play yet this inning. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts.
Well, I mean,
and the base is loaded.
yeah, and 11 runs on 11 hits. That one is low, 1-0. 11 runs on 11 hits for the Pack, yet they've left 7 stranded so far. So a lot of walks. Henry Myers, who started the game, finished his day with 7 walks. 2 walks on the day for Thompson, and a total now of 13 for the Mudcats as Banks pops in. Strike 2, 0-2 now. Well, 1-1. Umpire corrects us all. 1-1, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1-2 now. Mansberry singled and brought home 2 runs in the second. Not much else of note besides a walk in the 5th. The pitch to Mansberry, and that one is in the dirt. Battling here. Count moves 2-2. Yo, Reed, it's 2-2. 2-2, 2 down. Bangs, kicks and fires. Swung on and fouled off down the right side. Deuces the pitch, swing and a miss. Bobby Bangs strikes out the side and strands the bases loaded. We'll be right back with the 9th inning.
New pitcher on the mound, Michael Quedens coming in to try and close things out here with a 5-run lead, leading things off. Gilbert Roth for the Solano Mudcats. Roth is 0 for 2 on the day. Walked in his last at-bat. Quedens out of the University of Michigan. First pitch on its way, fastball right by him, 0-1. Now joined by Julian Corey. Julian, we've seen Quedens this year. What can we expect from him in the ninth?
Yeah, it's going to be a good fastball, solid command of the zone, which I think is what Coach Gomes and a good amount of people in Rec Park are hoping for right now. Just pound the zone with strikes and make quick work this Mudcats team.
Well, he's ahead 0-2 now as the sun setting behind the houses in left field paints the sky with pink and purple. Beautiful night here in the Berg. The 0-2 from Quedens upstairs, 1-2.
No earned runs on the year so far in 3 innings. .33 whip.
If he closes it out here, the Packers will finish out the game with 11 runs on 11 hits. Check swing there, appeal over to first. Yes, he did. Roth put down on strikes as he went around on the check swing, one away to start off the top of the ninth.
Good job there by Quedens to use his waist pitch to his advantage. Didn't have to expand too far outside of the zone to get him to chase, but worked nevertheless.
Maybe the one blemish for the Packers tonight, those 2 innings, the 6th and 7th innings where they give up 6 runs, and also the 10 runners left on base. Stranded the bases loaded last inning and had a lot of opportunity and probably could have scored maybe 15, if not more. First pitch now from Quedens as he faces the top of the lineup, Brendan Murphy, swing and a miss.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 ways you can look at it, too. Obviously, it would have been nice to score more, but it just shows you what this offense can do, the fact that they've left that many on and still up by 5 at this point in the game.
Good teams find a way to win. That's what I was always told, and it's a common mantra. The 0-1 crosses up Martinez a little bit, but a swing and a miss nonetheless. And the Packers have certainly done that this year. Did it last night in a close one against a scrappy Red Tail team, and are close to doing it here tonight. It'll be their 14th win in conference, the 30th game of the year, over halfway through the season. The 0-2 is away.
Pretty good numbers there, I would have to say. I mean, especially, at the beginning of the year, we weren't seeing like as much power as we thought we maybe would from this team, and little kinks here and there, and it was really the base running that was carrying them, their ability to run smart and well. And I mean, I think now it's just really all come together and they've gelled well.
The 1-2, a breaking ball just misses there. That one caught the top of the zone again on the track man. And it has felt like that. The offense has clicked more. The pitching has probably been the bright spot, which typically isn't the theme with the Prune Packers. Normally a high offense team, but it does feel like everything's starting to come together, and this team is looking like they're hitting their peak at the right time. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts for Michael Quedens as Murphy goes down swinging. And now 2 away, 1 out away from putting the Mudcats away in the first of a 3-game home-and-home doubleheader tomorrow in Solano. With the loss here, the Mudcats would move to 7-12. Not all hope is lost, though. Crudo has 2 outs. See if he can sparkle a little bit of magic. Swing and a miss. Heater right past him. With the doors off there, 0-1.
It's nice to see with a lot of these Packer pitchers, when they get in the groove, I mean, they're walking around the mound with so much confidence. They feel like they're untouchable, and that's exactly what you want from your pitching staff.
The 0-1, Quedens, that one just misses down. That one was below the zone.
And one of the things with being on the mound, if you're not throwing 100% intent, your pitches aren't going to move how you want them to. You're not going to be able to locate where you want to put them. I mean, it's important, even with a big lead, to have intent.
The 1-1 hit the other way. Right field ranging over Van Wee into foul ground, but he can't get there. Only one defensive, actually no defensive changes. Scratch that. I was thinking Cannon Golden came in for Jake McCoy, but that was a designated hitter, so it doesn't matter. Here come the claps. Claps pouring on here. Quedens back-to-back strikeouts, has 2 strikes on Crudo. Comes set, the 1-2. Upstairs. 2-2 count. I feel like it's like, it has me on the edge of my seat. I'm ready to give the call in every time.
I feel like that's what you hope for. You want the fiery ending on the strikeout. See if maybe he gets it here.
The 2-2 from Quedens. That one flared into right field. Van Wee racing over, diving effort. Did he? No, he did not. They'll say he dropped it, squeaked out of his glove. Throw to second now. Mansberry, the tag, he's in there. Oh, the chaos. Oh, the drama. A 2-out double on a very close play. A great effort from Will Van Wee. Mansberry couldn't quite get the tag on the lead hand there. And now a runner on second with 2 away for Max Garcia.
I'm seeing a lot of on the exchange protests out there from the fielders. It was definitely close. I think what made it tough is that the ball kind of popped up as Van Wee flung his glove up. It looked like it got jammed in the ground a little bit. I don't know, tough call there. Good effort, though, either way.
Kept it in front of him as well. A little stickier of a situation if that one gets past him. Now Quedens fires home to Garcia. This one right back to Van Wee. Easier play from him in foul ground, and he will make this catch on both feet for the final out of the game. Michael Quedens gets the job done. 4 up, 3 down. Packers take the win, 11-6, the final score. Julian, we saw a lot this game. We saw it. The Mudcats come storming back. Seemed like they were going to have more of a hand in this one than a 5-run game with the way things were trending. What did you see from the pitching staff today after giving up those 6 runs in the middle of the game?
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a little bit of a struggle, right? And it's going to happen here and there. You know, pitchers are human too. All the players are human as well. I mean, you go up and talk to them. They're super nice people. Like, it's the process of baseball. You can't be perfect every night. I think what's really important here is that even when the pitching hasn't shown up, the offense has been there. When the offense has maybe scuffled a little bit, the pitching has been there. They just have each other's backs, and it's been a consistent pretty much all season.
That's kind of how it's been, just picking each other up. Jake McCoy's last game here in Healdsburg, huge shout out to him, an awesome 3-year career. Didn't have his best night to close things out, but you do look at the bats and what they did. It was kind of a performance that was spotted throughout the lineup. It wasn't one guy, it was a collective team effort. What did you see from the approach at the plate and how those bats were able to kind of, again, pick each other up in the spots where they were needed?
Well, I mean, you just mentioned Jake McCoy's last game, you know, potentially Hideki Prather as well. And I think it kind of goes, you know, under the radar, some of the injuries this Packer team has had. I mean, William Patrick had to lead to the injury, Jack Rucker as well. And you've seen guys that have filled in, Brendan Lewis, Trey Martinez, Cannon Golden, Rex Watson, all these guys that have just backfilled and produced, even if it's in a short time with the Packers, you know, maybe your average is sitting at 700, maybe in a couple of days it won't be there. But I mean, I think it's just a simple approach, and it's a team approach. They do what they need to do to get runners in when they're on base, when they need to get someone on to lead off the inning. We see some bunts. We see hard singles, you know, through the gaps in the infield. I mean, they're not going for the big shot, and sometimes they get the pitch, and it ends up looking that way. But it's just a really good job of sticking to the team approach and doing what they need to do to produce.
And today kind of marks a turning point with the draft. Things are going to look a lot different after this weekend. How do you expect things to change, and how do you expect this team to adjust going into Solano tomorrow and the rest of the season?
You know, I was talking about it in my article last night. I was just really, you know, going through all the stats. I really think this team is primed to be able to, they're going to be fine. I think, you know, obviously they're losing some big impact bats. You know, Hideki Prather, I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that when you have a clutch situation. That's the guy you want up. He's had the experience in D1 baseball, comes here. He's had the experience playing here. I mean, in terms of Jake McCoy, obviously the slugging power. But, I mean, just like I said, we've seen guys that have been able to backfill their roles just fine. And not only that, they've had the opportunity to learn from them and, you know, maybe take something from their game that they can use to fill those spots when the Packers are in clutch time.
So 11-6, your final here at Rec Park. The Packers take the win. Final lines. The Mudcats go 6 runs on 7 hits, 1 error left, 5 on base. The Packers 11 runs on 11 hits, no errors, and stranded 10. Caden Castles gets the win for the Packers, and Henry Myers takes the loss for the Solano Mudcats. Final time of the game, 2 hours and 55 minutes. For myself, Easton Stockford here, Julian Corey, Hugo Traverso, Nolan Brenner, everyone we have here at Rec Park, our entire crew with the Healdsburg Prune Packers. We wish you a good night and an awesome weekend. We will see you guys on Tuesday as the Pack come back in town. But until then, see you later, 11-6, your final.